Hi, Blastpop here. Now, I've been sick lately. My wife's had the pneumonia and my son's been sick, so I've been a little offline. But I want to show you something that happened to me. Now, what you see before you is an ASL Pocket Edition rules book. Now, I showed an example of that previously um, based on the feedback of what other people had done. I liked the idea of getting the ASL rules book bound in a ring binder format, um, so that that way there it's more lap friendly, and I can backfold the rules book. But that was a good idea. So I went down to a major retailer that does binding. They're known for being a stationery store and an office furniture store, which a great many of you may be familiar with, though I will not name them. And I brought a brand new copy, well, not a brand new copy, but a copy in excellent shape to be ring bound. Well, that maybe wasn't such a good idea. Now, this copy here is just fine. The copy that they took care of is less so. So, the gentleman who took care of it at that store um, thought he knew what he was doing at first, and then I think he got in over his head. Um, Pages were stuck, like you can see kind of here. He even managed to cut off the print and make the index fairly useless. Now, what's interesting is you'll notice you have page 8 here. It goes to page 7, then the 6. You put them in backwards, and then I had to take a letter opener to open up the ends of the pages because he put the binding the wrong way. Back down to page 2, and so on. He really messed it up, the index. And the index is a fairly important part of the manual. So, and you can see more of the same here. And what he also did was he cut off a fair bit of the original binding, because he had a problem to begin with the first time around. I didn't say too much. So after about 3 times, this is what I ended up with, this index mess. The rest of the booklet is pretty good, I'll have to admit. So I showed it to the manager of the store, and she said, well, get another copy and I'll pay you cash. Well, today, after almost 2 months, I went down there to bring the receipt and the new copy of the rules book, which you just saw before. And nice shape. Actually, the print is even a little bit better in this version. So they gave me the replacement cost for the rules book and told me to keep the old one. It's not worth anything to them. It's a good bang around copy. So be careful if you decide to get this binder done on your rules book, because it's not something that maybe they do commonly, or they do a great many copies of it, not an existing booklet turning into a ring bound book. They pay me cash, so no complaints. That's why I'm not mentioning their name, but exhibit care when you go to any business to make sure you get your copy. Of course, knowing it's me, I'm always the one that has the problem. Everybody else goes to a store, gets what they need, has no problem. It seems inevitably just about anything I buy, it's not right, it's broken, it's busted. Just an incredible amount of bad luck I get when I purchase products. They're defective in some way. Other people, not so much. Kind of weird. But anyway, not to complain and cry about it, but just wanted to show you folks this. I hope to get some more videos up in the near future, now that hopefully everybody in the family here is getting a little bit better and on the mend. So anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. This has been Blastpop. Bye.